So I'm in Holland and it's in the middle of the winter. I'm planning my next trip to the cabin, and the problem is that we don't have water there. We do have snow, but no water. So I need to find a way to melt snow and make water. So I've been doing a lot of research and I found a very good solution. It's using a wooden stove that has a spiral inside. So water is going to come through, heat up, and then it's going to come out outside hot water. What I need to do is find one of these wooden stoves and then attach a pump to it, and water is going to circulate and it's going to heat up a tank. And I still have an IBC tank of 1,000 liter. After all that research, actually I thought, well, maybe we can upgrade the tank a little bit. I'm not just going to use it as a water supply, but found a way that we can heat up the water so much that I can use it as a hot tub. Well, why not have a hot tub at the cabin? So that would be fantastic. That's what I'm working on right now. All right, so we have an IBC tank. This is 1,000 liter, which has an entrance here. I'm gonna cut off the lid, take it away, and then I'm gonna have a wood stove, which is kind of like this. The pipe with a spiral that is inside the stove. Then I'm gonna have a little water pump, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach a tube to the exit. It's gonna go through the water pump. This one's gonna have a filter as well, and then it's gonna go into the stove, through the spiral, into the fire, and then it's gonna come out hot and attach it on the middle or upper side. Now, if I get that circulation going, and I should be able to heat up the water, and I'm gonna then be dumping snow inside the tank. And once I have, let's say, my first 200 liters of warm water, then that snow is going to smelt and it's going to be much easier, much faster. Hopefully it's going to come to a point that it's going to be so hot that I can actually go swimming. Well, swimming, it's a small tank, but use it as a IBC tank. Then in the summer, what I'm gonna do is make it really nice. Then I'll cover up with wood on the outside and really make it nice and finished. Hope it works. I found this guy in Drenthe. It's in the north of Holland, and he builds wooden stoves for swimming pools. I'm sure it's gonna work perfectly also for a hot tub. So I'm gonna go pay him a visit and see if he's got something for me. Let's see. So I found this guy that builds them from old boilers. He cuts them out and then makes the perfect heaters. I think I have a really, really nice one. Let's see. This has the coil inside. You can see it has a coil that goes up, and it's a very large and long coil, so it's gonna give a lot of heat. Very important, the exit of the water is on the bottom because it's going to freeze there, and so we need the water to flow out when we finish heating up the water.
So we have verbinding left als je hoort.
Helemaal perfect.
Kijk.
I went out to the shop and bought some stuff. Some connectors I need. This is a quick connect. So the way this work is that you can just connect and disconnect the pipe really easily. Well, if it's connected, it goes much easier. Let's see. There you go, like that. So should have everything. All right. So first of all, I need to put this one here. And then I'm gonna touch this one. This way I can control when the water is coming in or out and the flow. Of course, that one's here. Of course, I'll put Teflon and stuff later on. This is just the first tryout to see how it's going to be looking like. So then I have a simple pool pump. This is 2,700 liters per hour. It's a simple pump with a filter inside. It's one of those cheap pool pumps. Works perfectly and consumption is really low. This is 12 volt, so that's gonna be perfect. So what I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna attach this one here. This one is gonna go into the plus, this one is gonna go into the minus. So that one's gonna go right there. And then I'm gonna have another pipe, which I have already in here. This is gonna be on the IBC tank. I bought this one. I'm gonna make a hole, and then it's got a double layer. So it's got insulation, and then it's gonna go. This is gonna be the inside, and this is gonna be the outside of the tank. So the hose is gonna be connected here, and this is the hot water coming in the tank. And then underneath the tank, on the bottom part, I'm gonna have a hose going into the stove. This is the plan. I have to get everything ready here and have all the components ready, because once I'm at the mountain, I'm on a mountain, there's no way going down. I can't just go to the shop and buy me everything. So I think I have it all. Okay, all right. Finish connecting the two sides. Should be fine. So this is more or less how it's gonna look like. Of course, this has got to be tightened, but I'm just gonna do that later after I do the transport. So, and I'm gonna be able to control the flow. Perfect. Fit so many as many tubes as possible in here. I'm gonna save a lot of space. Perfect. And here we are. We finally arrived at the Baita. It's been a long trip, but it went all good. We arrived safely, and most importantly, the stove also arrived safely. So now I can start on our little project. I have about 80 centimeters of snow in front of the Baita, so I need to clear it up, make a hole, and attach the stove and attach the tubes, turn it on, and see if it works. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so we're gonna cut the tank, but a little bit towards here. This way, we can then heat it up and bend them over, and then we can use this as a support. So actually, we only have to take these off, cut it open, and then we're done. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Put on some screws all around. We heated it up with the flame, gas flame. And of course then we're gonna put nice wood around. For now, that looks perfect. Okay, so now we need to put in the nozzle. The hot water is gonna come in here and then go into the tank. I'm gonna put it more or less halfway, a little bit higher. I think this is a good height. So it has a double seal, so it should keep the water tight. It's quite cold. We're about -5 right now, and there's a lot of wind, so it feels like -30. And on the other side. water's pumping. Coming out. Yeah, don't look too much at that color. It will get clean. We have the filter there, so it will filter everything. And you know, there was a little bit of rust apparently in the pipe system. So when we turned it on, some rust came around. But we have also some chlorine tablets, so it's gonna clean it all up. Just a question of time.